Today I'd like to talk about saved games. It's interesting because one would think something as simple as saved games wouldn't have such serious ramifications of the quality or the experience of a game, but you look at games and certainly the type of game is affected, the what saved games, what sort of style of saved games. You look at the old PC FPSs and you could save anywhere, or the old NES games that you couldn't save on, or save points or autosave. And it's a very interesting design decision. Well, maybe it doesn't seem interesting, but I think a lot should go into your decisions for creating a saved system. So personally, I hate replaying content that I've already played. Some people don't mind it. Some people think, oh, it goes well with the difficulty. But to me, I feel like every battle, every, setup, I should autosave. And then if I go back further, then I get angry and grumble and stuff. But I think it can be used to create a certain type of experience. And so like Resident Evil created this brutally unforgiving experience with the save system. Not only are you limited to certain points, but you're limited to using the ribbons, and the ribbons take up spot in your inventory. So before I started using an emulator in the saving state, I was just there was so much stress. I'm weird, I don't handle stress well. I was playing Forza, or Forza as they say, on the Xbox One, and they have this Drivatar, and Joe Grabowski, our artist, Drivatar was griefing me and crashing into me, and then I'm just I gotta beat this Drivatar, oh my gosh, and so then it ended up being stressful, and I'm like, okay, screw this, I'm just not gonna play now, I can't deal with all this stress. So I guess because I'm a high-strung person, things that add to the stress of the game, I have trouble dealing with. Although certainly Drivatars I think are brilliant. I thought it was gonna be dumb, but even if they're just totally fake, they don't do anything different, just putting Joe's gamertag above that car totally changes the experience driving, and so I think it's really an amazing idea. Anyway, but just the stress of keeping things in my inventory. So I think I even started using a walkthrough, and then I still was upset about the whole save thing, and I mean, it didn't even matter because there was always an item bin by the typewriters, but still I didn't like it. I was worried that, I'd need one because there'd be some typewriter. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. I think I've talked about Resident Evil before. If not, I probably should. But anyway, so, yeah. But at least, stupid Outlook, at least for me with saves, and I want to create something as immersive as possible, and so having a save interface at all I think takes away from that immersion. So that's one of the sort of design goals with the save system, is that you essentially never save manually. It only autosaves. You don't have a save file. You just play, and so I think that's the best. And we're really committed to immersion and not feeling oh, this is a game. There's no loading screens, and we did a lot of work to architect the system for streaming, background streaming of the texture and audio data and stuff, so that you can essentially not be sort of pulled out of the world of the game. And so I think any sort of saving thing I mean, even if it's cool, like the red square in Silent Hill 2, like, oh, this hurts my head, still I feel like, it does pull it out, and then you have a list of saves. And so, basically, I think we're going to autosave frequently, essentially probably every time you enter a room. At least that's my current goal. I guess since we're not dealing with memory cards, the save should not be that difficult. I think, it used to be that writing to the memory card was a time-consuming process and whatnot, but I think at least, I don't know, if you do it consoles, I don't know what we do, is they have like TRCs and you have to put up logos that say like, don't turn off your stuff now, and so I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. Ouya doesn't care, Steam doesn't care, so we can just save, and no notification, no breaking the immersion. But I think that's best, because then you don't have to worry about, replaying something. You don't have to worry about that. You're not worrying about systems that are inherent to the game and not inherent to the world, which I think is what we're really trying to do with our save system.